Hi, this is Ashley Moore. A relic that is sacred to me and a lot of members, every member of my family, and a lot of my close friends is the cross. This is because we are all Christian, my family, and a lot of my surrounding friends obviously are Christian, and we hold the same beliefs. And this explains, part of my culture and my identity because I grew up Christian. And in return, I dealt with a lot of criticism or internal conflicts of what certain members of that community believe and the judgment they pass on others. And so I've seen that firsthand. I've seen that with my family because my parents are divorced, my mom's gay, so I've seen those judgments. And that kind of goes with the trauma of, being a part of such it's supposed to be inclusive group, but still having exclusivity to it, I guess. And I think it's kind of hard to separate. For me, it would be hard to separate me from the cross because, it makes up who I am. It makes up my belief system and, how I, practice my daily things. Like I always pray before I eat, and I always pray when people get in accidents, and I believe there's a higher power, but I don't think it'd be hard to separate it necessarily from my friends because I think that, I'm accepting of who they are, but I do think it's a part of what brings us closer together because it's something that we have in common like that. So some of the connections from the Bloodlines reading, I took the quote, modern statesmen have also noted the role that psychological processes play in internal and international relationships, as well as to be equals to be loved equally by Christ or by the commander-in-chief, respectively. Also, to be equal is to love and to identify with other members of the group. So I kind of took those together as, the first one talking about the psychological processes, how we feel inside, what we believe inside, and our views and our morals also have a big effect on who we hang out with and the relationships we develop. My husband, he's Christian, and we have the same belief system. I have had relationships that didn't work out with people who weren't as strong as or in faith as I was. And I think, as well as the second quote, to be equal is to love and to identify with other members. I think there's a community in what you identify with. So since I identify as Christian, but I'm also very open, therefore I feel more a part of automatically a connection with other people who believe the same things I do. So I think that relic is very sacred to me because it's made who I am. It's helped me see things that I don't think would have been as big of a deal to me if I wasn't religious. So that's my relic.